Short story titled Oreo. Author Swadhyay Vij. As I opened my eyes, the sight of a sleepy street greeted me. The smell of butter chicken wafted through the air. I had been born as a dog. I had a beautiful white coat of fur and resembled a ball of white light. Unfortunately, this was exactly the reason my mama and I were bullied by the other street dogs. So she planned a getaway. We waited anxiously, hiding behind a stack of cartons, and jumped onto the first truck which came that night. It was a huge truck carrying goods across the country. I liked its safety and the smooth ride it gave us. We spent our days playing and sneaking out during the mealtime stopovers. I loved peeping out of the small gaps, looking at the beautiful countryside with the wind blowing onto my face. One day, as we were climbing onto the truck after mealtime, the driver had started the truck, and as I was climbing, the truck moved and I slipped out. With tears in my eyes, I saw my mama drift further away from me. Without wasting a moment, she jumped out of the truck after me. Unfortunately, she had jumped out of a speeding truck and really hurt herself. We moved from street to street, occasionally getting growled and snarled at for having entered some other dog's territory. My mother limping and me following her closely. In the evening, along with the moon, came uninvited visitors, the dog catchers. Dogs ran helter-skelter and hid in whatever shelter they could find. We too hid in a box dumped outside a shop, while the dog catchers caught a couple of whining dogs and left noisily. There we were greeted by this pet dog who told us that a truck crossed that place every day on its way to a farm where the farmers fed the surplus leftovers to dogs. So we hung around that place and were guided by our friend, that pet dog, who safely tucked us into the truck going to the farm. The scenery changed drastically as the truck moved on. Mama was clearly in pain as her injury worsened due to all the running and chasing. The truck reached the farm and we sneaked out. We waited impatiently in the shadowy areas as the smell of dinner whiffed into our noses, teasing us. We did not have to wait long as the leftovers came our way soon enough, and we ate hungrily, relishing the variety of foods in the leftovers. As the days moved on, we enjoyed many meals in the comfort of the farm. However, my mother's injury worsened and her pain grew. On days when she was too much in pain to accompany me, I would roam the fields, playing with and chasing the birds. One day, as usual, I went into the fields to play with the birds. On returning, I saw that my mom was still sleeping. She had spent a painful evening and hadn't moved an inch all night. I tried waking her up. I put water on her, I tickled her, I shook her, and I tried everything that I usually did to wake her up. But she did not budge. I realized that I had lost my mommy. For a while, I just sat near her, completely unaware of everything around me. After a while, some people came in a tempo and took her away. I whined and whined, trying to prevent them from taking her, but to no avail. I strolled into and beyond the fields. I carried on for I don't know how long, with tears in my eyes, not knowing where I was going. At the age of 2 months, I was left alone in this big, bullying world. Tired, I fell asleep, I don't know where. On waking up the next morning, I found myself in a dog farm. The farmer said that he was surprised that a good breed Pomeranian like me was on the streets. That's the first time I had heard that term, and I knew not what it meant. I was comfortable in the farm, but I really missed Mama and the way she cuddled me. I missed our tickling sessions together. It had been about a week when one day I saw a small boy peeping at me from behind the door. He was accompanied by his mother. I felt an inexplicable joy at seeing him and surprisingly did not feel scared of him. I eagerly went closer to him with my tail wagging. I knew instantly that the little boy liked me. I heard the term adopt being mentioned, and then I was lifted by the mother of the boy and put into a car and driven to their spacious home with beautiful gardens. I was named Oreo by the boy and his little sister. I loved the name, and sometimes my new family gave me a creamy biscuit saying, "Hey Oreo, take Oreo, hey Oreo, take Oreo." I'm a year old now. Sometimes I'm given painful, pointy, pricky injections, but apart from that, I am taken good care of. I am fed good food. I sleep on a comfortable couch. I play in the garden chasing the butterflies. I go out on long walks with the little boy and his family. However, what I love the most is when the little boy's mother, who I now call Mama, takes me in her lap, cuddling me and running her fingers behind my ears. I have found my Mama again.